My name is Elena Heron, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about beach nourishment in southeastern North Carolina. The Cape Fear River is the largest river in North Carolina, and we are going to focus on several of the islands at its mouth, but it's important to note that North Carolina is in the top 3 for most nourished coastlines in the United States. Over the last 25 years, North Carolina alone has had 252 nourishment episodes that have amounted to over 100 million cubic yards of sand placed on the beaches and over $700 million spent on these projects. The reason I am focusing on the mouth of the river is because it is a very dynamic system and many of the surrounding islands struggle with beach erosion. I am doing my directed independent study with the University of North Carolina's Environmental Science Department on erosion rates at Fort Caswell because they have seen significant escarpment of their dunes in the last 5 years. Fort Caswell is on the eastern point of Oak Island. However, Oak Island is made up of 3 municipalities: Oak Island, Caswell Beach, and Fort Caswell. According to Chad Starodumsky, a former code enforcement officer for the town of Oak Island is the biggest beach municipality in the state of North Carolina, and the exact distance from Caswell Beach to the point of Oak Island is the length of Long Island. While Fort Caswell cannot be renourished because it's a privately owned property and also a nationally registered historic site, its neighboring municipalities are in rotation with Bald Head Island for nourishment allotted from the channel that makes the Cape Fear River navigable. But because of longshore transport, sand from Caswell Beach will slowly transfer down to the eastern end of the island. Unlike some nourishment projects where sand is brought in via dump truck, this particular project is using a piped slurry transport system. The boat is used to dredge sand from the bottom of the channel, and then pipes, marked by white buoys, are laid out parallel to the shoreline to wherever the sand is being transported to. In this case, the dredging company began at the Caswell Beach Fort Caswell border, and they are working their way westward towards the Caswell Beach Oak Island border. Many homeowners were initially upset that the project was taking place during the summer, which is during prime loggerhead sea turtle nesting season. However, one of the environmental mitigations that the town took was to work with the North Carolina Wildlife Commission in addition to their own local Caswell Beach Turtle Patrol ran by Susan Holbrooks. Now, it is visitors who weren't informed of the project that are the main source of complaints. According to Caswell Beach Mayor Deborah Allers, all rental companies were notified of the expected time frame for the project. Forewarning their clients was recommended, but not all of the companies did. The volunteer-based Turtle Watch is doing their best to inform the public that, in the long run, this will provide better nesting for sea turtles. But the numbers are definitely lower this year. Some studies suggest that temperature, compaction, and grain size all affect sea turtle nesting success. Even when a female wants to lay eggs, sometimes pipes or holes in the beach will deter her. That is why the Turtle Watch monitors the beach from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. If a bulldozer needs to go down the beach between those times, the Turtle Watch escorts them. Other organisms are affected by this too. Fish communities are disrupted by the dredging process, and macroinvertebrates that live in the sand are variably tolerant or intolerant to the addition of sand on the beach. Still, this is currently the #1 way of combating erosion on our coastlines, and it's estimated to being 4 times cheaper than retreat.